It's really quite peaceful over here. You can even hear the birds chirping. Huh?
I didn't mean that. How's my
Twink Zach not Kyle doing? You're what? Okay, picture this. You are a father, specifically a father to a 19-year-old, all right? One day, you overhear them talking to somebody on the phone, and you naively ask them who that was because you're curious about your child's life. He looks you dead in the eyes and tells you that he is hanging out with a 38-year-old man on Discord. Not only that, but he also calls himself that 38-year-old twink sleep paralysis demon and draws femboy fan art of himself for him. You would call that man weird, right? That's a normal reaction that most well-adjusted adults would have, especially if that man had a history of being incredibly abusive and toxic, right? Well, I'm sorry to say that someone's son is doing all that shit for Lio Convoy's attention. Not even for the cool Transformers Lio Convoy. We're talking about the Lio Convoy that screams at 15-year-olds and disabled women. Somebody got some screenshots of Lio Convoy's new little hug box, the cat's corner, whatever the fuck it's called. And this shit's weird, right? For those who aren't unaware, Lio Convoy is a married man, and that is a 19-year-old. Look, I don't want to sound like a weirdo, but this is very clearly flirting, right? It's gross Discord mod flirting, but it's still flirting nonetheless. Imagine you were like some 40-year-old Texas woman, and you check your husband's phone, and it's all texting 19-year-olds that are like, haha, what if you made this your PFP? That'd be so funny. You would start having questions, right? Because I'm not taking the ha 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 JK JK unless shit is a serious excuse. You are flirting with a 19-year-old. Listen, I am not calling Lio Convoy a predator. I don't think he touches kids. I don't think his favorite drink is Mike's Hard Lemonade. I don't think his favorite Baldur's Gate 3 character is Mistra. I don't think he's a big fan of Drake. I don't think his favorite Metal Gear Solid character is Otacon's stepmom, etc., etc., etc. But what I am saying is that he's a weirdo, and that's weird. Zach is Not Kyle is one of Lio Convoy's biggest glazers. He helped publish a 4-hour and 10-minute magnum opus of cringe that was just a defense of Lio Convoy and his shitty actions. For reference, if in the time it would take for you to finish that video, you could have watched Oppenheimer once and then The Nightman Cometh 3 times in a row. Lio Convoy's community has always been very culty, but most of even his most dedicated followers don't draw shit like this. That is fucking weird. Look at this shit. He drew Leo with a fucking bulge and bara porn proportions. What are you on? Lio Convoy's community is very culty, by the way. Just look at the way this community treats Leo versus the way they treat Omnia. Let's be honest. If the roles were reversed and Omnia did the Rosa call and Leo was the one to call them out, you guys would not be fucking excusing that shit. You all would have killed Omnia in real life by now. But because it's Lio Convoy, everyone's internet daddy, is suddenly he can apologize and make things right. Honestly, I mostly feel bad for Zach is Not Kyle, because this shit is either manipulation by Leo, or Leo is straight up making Zach the other woman, right? We'll die on the hill that this is flirting, and I would even say this counts as cheating in some way. Because if you are an adult man who is married, and one of your quote-unquote friends, a 19-year-old, draws himself as your femboy secretary in a little skimpy outfit, and you let that shit slide, you don't tell him to fuck off and you don't block him, I'm going to assume you're cheating. And I don't think that's like a weird assumption to have. I think that's the normal person's response. Too long didn't watch. Lio Convoy has done a lot of horrible shit in the past. He's doing a lot of horrible shit currently. But personally, I think cheating on his wife with a Discord kitten is the funniest of the bad things he's done so far, because it's incredibly sad, but also incredibly Lio Convoy. Hi, that was my first commentary video. I've never done this before, so it's probably bad. Please give out your advice or criticisms in the comments below. I don't know how to end this, so here's a little clip I find funny. ユダヤのベツレヘムの町外れにある粗末な馬小屋で、私の母マリアはイエス・キリストとカミーラという双子の子供を産んだのよ。私は生まれつき2本の牙